Hey everyone, this is Bennett, your fantasy football commissioner. I'm going to try and do something different this week. I'm going to do a video recap for the fantasy football week. Just don't feel like typing, and so instead of a long-winded written version, you're going to get a long-winded video version. So I hope you like it. Let me know if you hate it or have any ideas. No frills here, just no editing or fonts or anything. I'm just going to do it in one shot, and hopefully it'll come out okay. So let me know what you think. So before I get to fantasy football, as you can see, I'm in my Braves garb for the day. My annual 24 hours of mourning after the Braves season end. And same thing happens every year. I watch all these games, even with the wife and kid and job and everything. I still manage to watch a lot of games. And I watch it all year. I think about it. I look at the schedule. I read about it on the internet. And then the season ends, and I'm like, did I just waste all this time? They just lost again, and I watched all these games this year. Was it a waste? And when you put it in context with the other two games that went on last night, I thought about it all day, and basically the answer is yeah, it's worth it. Because, to me, at this age, whether it's maturity or whether it's just being, having a tolerance from all those years at ESPN, but I'm at the point where I'm looking for drama. I'm looking for stories. I'm not going to have a blind loyalty to some team that's, totally crappy every year just so I can say I'm a true fan. I'm looking for stories, and obviously I'm happy the Braves are good most years. I'm bummed the way it ended, but when you look at last night's game, I mean, you got the Red Sox winning, you got the Rays losing. You think it's pretty clear, even if the Red Sox blow it, they're going to, at worst, going to have a one-game playoff. But next thing you know, you got a rain delay in Baltimore. Tampa Bay gets 6 runs in the 8th, 1 run in the 9th. Of course, bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. The guy gets a pinch hit home run to tie it. If that was the only thing that happened, that'd be amazing. But meanwhile, the game in Baltimore resumed. Baltimore having no real reason to play. They could have packed it in. Sure enough, bottom of the 9th, 2 outs, nobody on. You think that game's over. Papelbon's righted the ship, and double, single, game's over. Red Sox blow it. And then the next thing you know, I'm watching the game in Tampa. Literally, as the score final is going onto the scoreboard in Tampa, and everybody's buzzing because they're all getting text messages and stuff. Literally, 3 minutes after the Red Sox blow it, Longoria hits the home run. That little crook in the wall where, if he hits it 10 feet to the right, it bounces off the wall. But sure enough, it goes in that little alcove there, and Tampa Bay wins it. Red Sox are gone, all in a matter of 3 minutes. I mean, it was amazing. And I didn't get as excited as I normally do because I was still pissed that the Braves lost, but my jaw dropped. And that's what I look for, the times when my jaw drops. And it only happens a couple times a year, but you never know when it's going to happen. And when it does, it's just like, I've never seen that before. This is something I've never seen, and it's exciting, and that's why we watch sports. And, I don't even as much root for my teams anymore as just rooting for stories, rooting for drama. And last night was amazing. So Braves are over. I'm done with the Braves. Pretty much saw it coming the way the pitchers were only going 6 innings all year. Eventually the bullpen got worn out, and, then the last week the Braves pressed, the hitters pressed, and they couldn't get a clutch hit. It happens. I've seen this movie before with other teams, so it happened to us for the first time. I'm really bummed, but after today, I'll be over it. So, anyway, got that off my chest. Let's talk about fantasy football. Let's go to the recap for the week. It wasn't the most incredible scoring week of the year so far. Only a couple close games. Closest game was between some of the lower scoring teams in the league. Where is it? Oh, I'm in the wrong week. Sorry. The Vikings defeat the Toy Soldiers 116-113. Again, second and third lowest point totals of the week, but nonetheless, the Vikings are 3-0, and Art's got to be pretty happy with that, although, as he mentioned in his post, that he knows that he's getting a little bit lucky. But, hey, 3-0 is 3-0, and we'll see how he goes. Toy Soldiers just not scoring too many points. Not much to say there other than time to get in gear before it gets too late. So the Vikings win to go to 3-0. The other close game was between my team, the Slim Aussies, versus You Got Beat by a Girl. And by the way, on a side note, I'm not going to harp on the the husband and wife thing anymore. I think I beat that horse to death. So had fun with it for a while, but I'm over that. I'll have to think of something new to rag on you guys about. But anyway, it was a good game. All the players pretty much were done with the afternoon games. I had a 16, 17-point lead. Actually like a 23-point lead. Roethlisberger, I was pretty worried. I thought it was pretty much a lock he was going to get it, but Colts defense stepped up and played pretty well, and Roethlisberger only got 16 points. So I am tied now with You Got Beat by a Girl for top of the league at 2-1. I do hold the head-to-head tiebreaker, and I have to mention at this point that I have scored the most points in the league, so I'm doing my job. I did lose close the first week, but I'm getting tons of points every week, so pretty happy. Obviously, I want it to continue all year. So the Slim Aussies defeat You Got Beat by a Girl. Surprise of the week was the Travelers defeating the Whalers. The Travelers getting their first win of the year. Kudos to Temmie for not getting bitter when his top two picks, Peyton Manning and Jamal Charles, are out for the year. But you know what? He's got Flacco and Sanchez at quarterback, McFadden running back. He's a stud. And the Travelers, give them credit. They pulled off the win. They get off the schneid. And they're in pretty good shape going forward. They should be able to win some games with this team in spite of the injuries. I'm a little surprised at the Whalers. I thought after the first couple weeks, the Whalers were on paper the best team, with Tom Brady and the surprise of Cam Newton. Obviously, Kenny Britt getting hurt is a killer. Michael Turner only with 2 points. That's going to hurt too. So disappointment of the week probably is the Whalers. They fall to 1-2, only getting about 127 points, and obviously Kenny Britt getting hurt is going to hurt them. So good job, Travelers. Temmie deserves it. He keeps his team going no matter how good or bad they are each year, and he kept it going and put his good lineup in, and he's in pretty good shape. The Cartel win, 159 over the Darth Taters, 105. I'm happy the Cartel win just for the simple fact that I was on the phone with John Gallo last week, and all he did was whine about how crappy his teams were. The Vikings suck, the Bulldogs suck, the Twins suck. Doesn't have time for fantasy, wah, 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 all that stuff. So, Gallo, I was rooting for you just so you'll quit whining. I'm glad you won, even though Vic only scored 8 points. Obviously, 52 points from Wes Welker was awesome for you. But he scored some other points. Mike Wallace, LaShawn McCoy also. So good job for getting off the schneid there, for getting your first win, Cartel. Proud of you there. Unfortunately, the lowly Darth Taters, clever name and cool logo aside, I have to say, Drew, your team sort of sucks. Alex Smith is your second quarterback. It's not going to get it done. So you better start scoring some points, and time to hit the waiver wires, Drew, because team's not doing so well so far. And then finally, we have the last year's champ, third and Oolong, scoring the most points in the league for the second week in a row. 196 to Ray Finkel's Kicking Academy, 153. So Doreen's team's looking pretty sharp this year. Well-rounded team, not spectacular, but every skill player got at least 11 points, and most of them got in the 20s. So well-rounded, 196-point victory for third and long, and of course she's nipping on the Vikings' heels in the other division, the MASH division, at 2-1. Ray Finkel's got a solid team. They fall to 2-1, but they've got a good team with Breeze and Fitzpatrick. Just didn't score many points this week, but they're going to be in the thick of things all year. So nice job, third and long. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that last year's championship game participants both have the most points in the league so far, with of course me, the Slim Aussies, easily with 20. Well, I don't know about easily, but 27 more points than Doreen, and then then the Cartel with the third most points. So they're hanging tough as well. So. There's your recap for the week. Hopefully you enjoyed the blog, and thanks for humoring me. I got to make it under 10 minutes, so I'm going to go now. Again, hope you enjoyed it. For those of you who sent in your money, I appreciate it. Most of you guys got your money in. Those who didn't, you know who you are. Please get your money in ASAP. And, good luck week 4, man. Hope everyone has a good week, and let me know what you think of the video blog. And until next week, this is your commish signing off.